I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You're not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Corvallis, Oregon, where apparently a man has been previously trespassed, and now today he's returned to the library to exercise not only his First Amendment, but his Second Amendment right. Well, the police come and they ask him to leave, and he doesn't, and you know what happens after that. Sit back, watch, and enjoy!
He's filming me in the, what is this room called?
It'd be a foyer. Foyer.
Lobby.
Foyer, lobby, corridor, hallway.
The foyer is over here. What's that? Yeah. Yes. I believe so. We've got the deputy director here standing by.
I'm not your boss, but.
Yes, we have asked him to leave and he's refused.
Because I don't have to, legally.
Well, we don't really want you to leave. We would just like the katana to not be here.
Then you're stomping on my Second Amendment constitutional rights?
I'm sorry to hear that.
So this sounds as though the lad is trying to exercise his First Amendment and Second Amendment right at the same time. Now, I don't know that much about this video. Like I said, it was sent to me, and we're just going to play it and find out together what happens. But I do know at the end, he takes a trip in the back of the squad car. How lovely is that?
W-E-A-B-E-O.
It'd be much better for my attorney if you just admit that you're willing to step on my constitutional right, especially my Second Amendment constitutional right. You just admitted that you don't want me to cuss here, which is against my First Amendment constitutional right.
I just asked you not to swear at staff.
I didn't say anything until dumb shit here said something to me first. So he's actually disturbing my peace.
So I'm gonna tell you, if you continue to use that language with staff, you will be banned.
Okay, now you can go fuck yourself, because now you're trying to stomp on my constitutional rights. And I don't put up with people that do that. Constitution is the supreme law of this land.
I'm all for the First Amendment and the Second Amendment and all the amendments. However, time, place, and manner dictates everything we do. Now, you have free speech, but you can't go around and say whatever you want to anybody you want to. And when it comes to the Second Amendment, you have to use common sense. Now, here's the problem. Frauditors have no common sense. Just because you're able to open carry doesn't necessarily mean you should do it.
It's about the... We can talk right here.
Yeah, let's go listen.
No, it's fine. It's already taken care of.
All right. Do you need anything else more from me, sir?
Your name and position here.
Banning letter.
Okay.
Your name and position here. As you see, he's a public servant refusing to identify, which I'm sure is in your policy.
Moments later.
As you see, YouTube family, this is how corrupt the Corvallis Public Library is. They seem to think that their code of conduct supersedes the Constitution of the United States of America when it doesn't. So today we're going to make them have the police arrest me to get me out of this building. As I've committed no crime, I've broken no law.
I always say that predicting the future is a bad idea for frauditors because it never works out quite the way they think it will. But in today's case, it will work out exactly as the frauditor has predicted, because he will be taken away in a pair of shiny bracelets for not obeying the law. Oh, dearie me, now he's going to have to get an attorney. But why did he do this in the first place? You expect me to know? I'm not a frauditor.
So since our last encounter, did you have a chance to check out the Tom Bain Act? Excuse me, more specifically, the Tom Bain Civil Rights Act. It was made into law in April of 1988, but it was made to law in California in 1987. Makes it a crime for anybody to attempt, interfere, or halt somebody in the constitutional rights. Which is exactly what you and Kevin, who did not identify, are doing right now. Trying to stop my First Amendment, even though Kevin was the first one to initiate contact, and you're trying to initiate the Second Amendment violation of my constitutional rights.
Well, there's a lot of nonsense going on in this video, that's for sure. But the Bain Act does not apply in Oregon. It only applies in California, you moron. And I'm trying to figure out why you would open carry a firearm into a library. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, my man. I think you would probably be better off concealing that, because people in the library are a little bit uppity about firearms. Yeah, they go in there to read books. Yeah, maybe you should read a book, Frauditor.
Eventually.
Well, let's go listen in, guys. Name and badge number.
Sergeant Robertson.
Name and badge number.
Officer Sansom, 89.
Name and badge number.
Officer Gilder, 854.
Your turn.
Mr. Sutherland, sounds like they don't want you at the library? Yes.
Well, they don't have a choice. I haven't done anything wrong. I've committed no crime. I broke no law. Name and badge number.
You know me. We've met before.
Name and badge number.
I'm not your puppet, my friend.
Yeah, you're my puppet. You work for me.
Absolutely not.
Have I committed a crime?
You're trespassing.
Oh, wrong.
No, we went through this last time.
164255 of the Arizona or Oregon Revised Statute. You're going to shut up and listen.
We went through this.
You're going to shut up and listen. You work for me.
It's not going to work.
The Frauditor, such a tough guy. Did you hear what he said? You're going to shut up and listen to me. That's tough talk, Frauditor. Can you back up that tough talk? I don't think so, Frauditor, because I don't know if you're aware of it, but the cops all just put on their gloves. And when cops put on their gloves, they're getting ready to go hands-on. That's not a good sign for you at all, Frauditor. If I were you, and I'm glad I'm not, I would leave the library right now. That's right, the library. Leave now.
Oregon Revised Statute 164255 says a person is guilty of committing criminal trespass if they enter or remain unlawfully.
Correct.
In a dwelling.
Correct.
What crime have I committed?
You violated the code here of their code
Is there code of conduct law?
Yes, we went through this
last time. What law is it?
We went through this last time.
What's the penal code?
Sir.
What's the penal code? Shut up and tell me the penal code.
Okay. You need to be under arrest now? Is that where we're at?
What would I be arrested for?
Trespassing.
Oh, please do. Here you go. Please do. I do not consent to any search or seizures of my person, property, papers, and effects. There you go. I'm not resisting.
No, you're not.
This is a huge lawsuit done to it. You have no idea what you just did. Is Steve Hurley in? You just illegally took my sword off of me.
No, we didn't.
Well, now there you have it, folks. Stupid is as stupid does, and when you play stupid games with the police, you will always win the grand prize of going downtown in the back of the squad car. I don't know what could be better. But at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.